Racial inequality in the classroom, particularly in our public school system, continues to have lasting effects on children of color and how they navigate their education. Schools have essentially been resegregated, and the differences are noticeable. Teachers get different pay, there's more overcrowding in poorer and also blacker school districts, and the level of qualifications for the teachers drop. Inequality is a big concept that is often discussed about in big picture settings. Teachers with drastically different paychecks, classrooms with half as many students, etc. But it is just as important to understand inequality in a personal and local manner. Big inequality struggles in our country affect individuals in specific and tangible ways. Not only are these people not just statistics, their experiences can be quantified, broken down, and understood. To put it frankly, minority children are treated worse than white children in the classroom. They are more likely to be seated further away from the teacher, smiled at less often, punished more for similar non consequential disturbances, and given less time to respond to questions. When students are seated further away from the teacher, they're more likely to be distracted. They're given less attention because they blend in with others easier. This doesn't even begin to take into account students who may be hard of hearing or sight, who then lose partial comprehension of what the teacher is saying or doing. Seeing your teacher as a mentor and person who cares for you in your life is incredibly important in helping students feel comfortable at school. When a student is smiled at less or treated less well with their body language, they will begin to feel isolated in a way they can't identify or put a name to. When a black student is punished more harshly for the same disturbances as a white student, the teacher is showing the black student that they do not deserve the same benefit of the doubt as the white student. Teachers are more likely to see these breakouts as part of recurring behavior with black students, whereas with white students, they are more likely to believe that it was a one time occurrence. It takes time to first process a question that you have been asked on the spot and to then formulate and articulate a response. When students of color are given less time to respond, they're not shown the same patience and care for their development of thoughts as other students. This can be incredibly discouraging, particularly at a young age. These are not things that teachers are necessarily doing on purpose, but these are trends that we can identify that prove for both white and black teachers alike, children of color do not get the same treatment as their white counterparts. Psychology has proven that these daily occurrences, particularly at such a young and malleable age, can have lasting and detrimental effects on how students of color make their way through our education system. Racial inequality in the classroom plays a significant role in the future success of Black students, and the before mentioned behaviors are just a small part of understanding inequality within our education system. Most importantly, students and teachers often do not even realize that these are occurring. It is not necessarily intentionally coming from the teacher, and students do not always have a way of specifically identifying why they feel uncomfortable or less likely to succeed. Identifying and understanding these broken down concepts is key to effecting change first in our schools, then in our education system, and then in the ways our education system affects other parts of inequality in America, as we've seen through the criminal justice system and housing.